Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Triple Bypass Tennessee Storm Chasers Series. And this is the final round for these drivers to get into the playoffs. We are live from Michigan International Speedway, track length 2 miles here. Banking 18 degrees, front stretch 12 degrees, back stretch 5 degrees. Adrian Fernandez in the Lola T96 fastest lap of the race, 30.767, holds the track record at the moment. We're at 10 over and under cautions. I say 2. Well, I put the poll up there, bud, as well. Don't forget you can get yourselves involved if you want to click on the poll and have a look. Michigan itself broke ground 1967, opened in 1968, and it cost $4.5 million to do. Well, the drivers are not up for grabs of $4.5 million, but let's have a look at the scores on the doors. You can see Matt Perezzini is got 3 wins and is locked into the playoffs. Carl Gretsch, 1 win and is locked into the playoffs as well. Ryan Hyatt, Al Corey, Matt Harmon, Jason Benson, Carl Dewey, John Campbell are all dead sets for the playoffs. Jeff Slaughter had to turn up today, and he has done. I will tell you why very, very shortly. And the same with Mark Herzog. It was another one that had to be here today and is. Crutchley, he needs a good point score. Angel Resendez needs to win. And Michael Seymour needs to win. So it's going to be a battle between them guys to see if they're going to be able to do that. Why did Jeff Slaughter and Mark Herzog had to turn up today? Basically, to be eligible for the playoffs, they have to complete in 9 races of the season. This means if they missed today, that would have been only 8 races, and they would have had to drop out of the playoff run. You can see on the right-hand side, we've got 13 drivers eligible, 11 drivers make the playoffs. Wins lock in a spot, and the remaining spots are on point. So Angel Resendez to take this has to win. Michael Seymour has to win. Crutchley, if he can win, great. If he is here, of course, which at the moment he is. If not, he has to have a good points finish instead. Don't forget, guys, we've got 5 nights racing here for the Triple Bypass. From Sundays, Next Gen, Tuesdays, Late Models, Wednesdays, Draft Queens, Thursdays, Xfinity, Friday, Road Racing and Street Stocks, 14 race seasons. Sessions are open there, qualifying 9%, guaranteed heart-breaking racing. Head over to triplebypassracing.com and you can get yourself involved to the Discord. Today's sponsor is Mr. Matt Harmon in that 28 machines sponsoring the last race before the playoffs. All right. Let's explain the playoff situation to you here as well. Drivers had to compete in 9 of 11 races to be eligible for the playoffs. Where if they do get through, their points will be reset to 2,000. The only ones that will be different will be the people that won. So Matt Perezzini has won 3 this season. He will get 2 extra points per win, which means he will start the playoffs on 2006. Carl Gretsch has got 1 win. He will start the playoffs on 2002 because he has got 1 win. Everybody else will be on 2000. We got a stage break at lap 30 and 80 laps here of racing. Fixed setup, 1 fast repair, 3 tyre changes, and the lucky dog is on. Right. If we get a yellow flag before lap 30, so if it's between 26 and 30, that will be stage break, okay? Anything over, obviously, before that, 25, 24, 23, we will be able to get the race restarted, but from lap 26, we will not. Stage points, they get 10 for the win, and then all the way down into 1. 40 points for a win, 35 for second, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, and all the way down to 0. So points on the board for all of these drivers. I'm James Parvey. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Jim Cunningham, who's going to come along for what plans to be an absolute wild ride at Michigan. Let's find out how Jim is. Jim, welcome in. How are you?
Doing great, man. I am so excited to be here. I love Michigan. This whole track is it's a blast to ride around. It's super slick. These cars move all over the place. Good fun. And this point system. I love the point system they have going here. I also enjoyed listening to you explain it, because that was a workout all in itself.
Definitely was. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Just going to jump onto the start screen a minute, as there seems to be a problem with my iRacing sound. Okay, hopefully that should have fixed the issue, and we'll find out very shortly if it has. It has fixed the issue for that one. Absolutely amazing. But it's the Chasers chance 80 here as well. Final run of this one before they go into the playoffs. People locked into the playoffs on the left-hand side are in gold. So that's Perezzini, Dewey, Hyatt, Harmon, Campbell, and Benson. We are into qualifying, but as we disregard qualifying here at NASCAR, is not really majorly essential due to the fact of the nature of the racing. But it's part of the setup of the sessions, so they will have to drive around for 5 minutes trying to set some times, seeing how far up the order they can go. At the moment, Alex Goff is on front with a 38.57. But we'll see how he gets on here for the rest of this time. He's sitting on pole. Hyatt second, Perezzini, Kane, Aloka, Walker, Weeder, Campbell, Emmerich, Dewey, Wood, and Herzog round off the top 12. Jim, Michigan, very interesting circuit indeed.
Yeah, it's and it's even still to this day, but especially back years ago, this was one of the premier races for NASCAR because it's the home to all of the American manufacturers. They're just down the road in Detroit. And so this track always held a special prominence, and it was a big deal to win here. But what I noticed in the qualifying, I was looking at the qualifying numbers right here so far. This entire field is separated by less than a second. That is very rare. All these guys are running very close times. That means we're going to have some really good door-to-door action racing all night. Yeah.
We should hear. It's going to be very interesting. I think the circuit overall being Michigan as well. They've got this banking to contend with, 18 degrees on the turns, 12 in the front, 5 in the back. Could be quite interesting coming off the 18 degrees downwards.
Yeah, it's interesting until you've done it a little bit. It's honestly the biggest problem here is the difference in the back stretch and the front stretch and the offset in the steering wheel, because down the higher banked straightaway, your steering wheel's turned going down the straightaway. That's quite strange until you get used to it. But this whole track is it's it used to be one of the faster tracks in NASCAR. Of course, now they've got some newer facilities like California that's a little faster, but this is still one of the premier tracks in NASCAR.
Definitely is. I think that's the thing. It's quite an old girl in conjunction with some of the other circuits. 57, give or take, years old. It has held the NASCAR Cup Series and still does. The Craftsman trucks are also here, and the Xfinity Series. It did hold IndyCar from 1970 to 2007. Kart US 500, IMSA GT, Trans Am, and Can-Am, as well as the Xfinity. The Xfinity actually finished this year, believe it or not. It was the last race of the Xfinity beforehand on that one. Let's bring you up the grid, ladies and gentlemen, because I can tell you now, well, qualifying has finished, and currently at the moment it is Alex Goff out in front with Chad Bear in second, Ryan Hyatt in third, Matt Perezzini in fourth, Cameron Kane in fifth, Matthew Aluka in sixth, Chris Walker seventh, Jeff Slaughter eighth, Mike Weeder in ninth, John Campbell 10th, Will Emmett in 11th, and Carl Dewey rounds out the top 12. Below that is Colin Woods, Mark Herzog, Elton Wu, Ben Harkin, Matt Harmon, Brian Cooper, Jason Benson, and John Crutchley. Derek Catt, John Creedler, Carl Gretsch, and Rick Ellison round out the 24. Michael Seymour and Ward Fisher round out the 25th. I can't see Angel Resendez on the grid, so unfortunately they will not be qualifying for the playoffs. Michael Seymour does have an opportunity, but unfortunately for him, he's got to take a win, and that is not easy here either, especially considering he's starting down in 25th.
Yeah, and there's a lot of tough drivers in this series. This is these triple bypass guys. There's a lot of really good drivers in this league.
Yeah, there definitely is, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see here how they're going to cope with this. What do we think on Michigan? Are we looking at a full flat race circuit, Jim, or are we looking at something completely different?
I think, they probably early on in the runs on tires, they're probably full throttle. They late in the runs, if they go in deep on the tires, you're going to get some. The cars will start moving around a little bit. Probably have to lift if you're running in a pack too, because of course they're just pulling each other around. It's not a whole lot different than racing at Daytona or Talladega. It's just a little flatter in the turns, but you still get a big draft. And so if you're behind somebody, you're going to be working the throttle for sure.
Well, let's see how they go. It's all really on Michael Seymour to try and displace Nodge, and the only way he can do that is by winning for the 87 man, but he's got a tall order, very tall order indeed, especially with the spread of the pack we've got going on at the moment. I'm not quite sure why the likes of John Creedler, Rick Ellison and Michael Seymour are so far back away from the pack. The pace car lights are going to be going out this time around, and then we're going to be up and running here for the Chasers Chance 80, the birth child from the Triple Bypass League. It's going to be very interesting, and this all comes from Matt Perezzini's brainstorming. Tennessee Storm Chasers is up and running, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats, boys and girls. Get a drink, get a popcorn. Close your ears off as well, because this is going to be some action, and it is green. Alex Goff takes the whole shot at this moment in time. Out in front, sticky fingers with Chad Bear sitting in second, Matt Perezzini in third, then Raya Hyatt fourth, Cameron Kane in fifth, Matthew Aluka is in sixth, Chris Walker, Jeff Slaughter behind that one. Everybody running too wide at this moment in time, and I'm wondering here, Jim, is too wide going to be the way to go?
They'll take it 3 wide pretty fast. This is a wide track. They're gonna spread them out. I guarantee you'll see 3 wide here within a lap or two.
Yeah, you can see at the moment, well, we already are 3 wide. So further back there, they're 3 wide. There's 2 bags of 3. There's even one trying to go 4, rounding up. We're topping about north of 180 miles an hour on board with Chris Walker. 190 going into the first part of turn 1, dropping slowly down to 172, 166. Bit of a lift, bit of a bang there from the 10 and the 05. That's obviously Walker and Elton Wu knocking doors here, Jim. That's not what they want to be doing on lap 2.
No, and he slipped back after that. I'm sure it's just because he had a big lift, but yeah, they're already trading pain in here. That's early. So this race is 80 laps. We got a long way to go.
No, we definitely have.
You can't win or get in the playoffs if you're not there at the end. So for a lot of these guys, so they need to just take it easy right now and knock off some laps. But these boys are racers. They want to race every race.
Yeah, you can hear the lift from Matt Perezzini going into turn number 2. Don't think generally standardized way we might end up hitting on Max here. I don't think it's going to be a full flat Daytona situation. Herzog is all the way down the back end of the field and 26th, down 12 places for Mark Herzog, so he must have had some drama. He was starting in pit lane. Perezzini, however, is sitting in second with Alex Goff closing in right behind him at the moment, and these guys fighting it out here on lap 4. 76 to go. We've got 26 to stage at this moment in time. Going to be very interested in seeing. You see the people in gold lit up are the ones that have qualified. Crutchley, however, can qualify, but he's got to have a good point score, and it's got to be ahead of Michael Seymour. Unfortunately for Seymour, his only way through now, Jim, as well, is he's got to win, and it's tough when you're sitting in 23rd.
Yes, and especially, like I said, with this caliber of driver, and this type of racing. I mean, anything, spots change so fast when you get up in these packs and start swapping. Depends a lot on who's behind you, pushing you. It's tough. This is exciting racing, though. These guys are all still clumped up in a pretty decent pack. It hadn't really spread out too much. And, of course, you got to watch out for the big one. This is one of those tracks that'll get you.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think they've got to be aware of what their surroundings are on here and how they're going to make spots and what sort of spots they're going to make and how they're going to do it. But for Michael Seymour, there's only one way he's got to go, and that is to catch up to the 48 of Crotchley there, tucked in behind JC. And JC has got Carl Gretsch making his way through the field, currently up 10 places. Ben Harcom's just about to bypass us on the right-hand side there. There is Ben, as we're just about to start moving on forward. One topping north of 185, 88, 89, 90. Oh, and there's another speedier Carl Dewey on the outside, not making it through this time. On the halfway through turn 3, going into 4. There's action further up with Mike Weeder, Chris Walker, Cameron Kane in there as well. And all the way through at the moment there, Joe, we've got action up and down the championship, up and down the race. Yeah,
there's, with the exception of your leader, he's kind of out there just, holding his own a little bit, but the rest of them are in here. These cars are already starting to move around a lot. That 01 car, he had that incident early, and he almost got into another one right back there. They almost touched. His car's wiggling around a lot.
Derek Cat here as well.
Oh, there's my Krispy Kreme donut car. I get excited every time I.
JC. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good old JC there.
He's the Australian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 9 hours, I think, give or take, ahead at the moment. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning for him. But Chad Bear and Matt Perezzini slowly coming back together. Perezzini's going to get the run on the outside. Got a great run out of turn 2, coming into 3 and 4. Perezzini is going to go through. He is in the final. He is in the playoffs. And he is 3 wins to the good and 6 points extra. Out in front he goes. Bars Chad Bear past Alex Goff. Then we've got a second to Ryan Hyatt. Another second to Cameron Kane and Chris Walker. Elton Wu, Matthew Aluka, Mike Weeder, Jeff Slaughter, all in this pack as well. Pack racing, probably not so much here at Michigan due to the fact that obviously we're going to, they're lived in as such, but you still got to stay in the draft.
Yes, absolutely. And there'll be smaller packs. You'll see these 5, 8 car packs, stuff like that, and they'll kind of because they're still, the draft is still pretty strong. So as you can see, like he sucked right up on the back of Elton Wu there. This is it's again, it's not quite Daytona and Talladega pack racing, but it is still almost had contact right there. That was I don't know how to say his last name. Alcoa?
Loco, right? I've got it as at the moment. Yeah, I think that's give or take. I'm sure he'll message me and go, actually, it's not that. And I'll be like, okay, cool. But let me know if you are watching it back on that one. Perezzini with Chad Bear side by side going into turn 3. Through they go, lap 10, 70 on the clock to go now. And at the moment, it is going to be Crutchley's going to get that championship spot, I think. I think he's going to be the one who's going to make up that final place. Herzog and Slaughter are already not definite, but they're in. Herzog is there in 25th, driving around, did have to turn up, and he has turned up to make a point, and he is already climbing on to getting onto the back of Rick Ellison, but he's going to have they're going to come thick and fast after that, mind you, because Rick Ellison, Ward Fisher, Michael Seymour, looks like Carl Gretsch taking it 3 wide. There we go as well, Jim, getting all very heated.
Yeah, they're I like that sexy Waltrip paint job right there. That's a the old Michael Waltrip used to run that Napa paint job, and that's a little throwback to that. Sexy Waltrip, that's funny. Yeah, these guys are, what I was thinking about, I wonder if Herzog started from the pits to make sure that nothing happened to him early in the race and he didn't lose a bunch of points positions like that. I wonder if he started in there just to make sure he didn't get caught up in something early if it happened.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing. You've got to play what you've got on the board, and at the moment it's like playing poker, isn't it? Every time you come in to... Chad Bear has got a problem. Why are you dropping down? He has lost a bunch of places from being at the front now.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if he had a slide or if he had some form of issue. Let's pick up on where Weeder...
He's staying on the apron. That's very strange.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he had a problem. Where did it start? If it started anyway, it would have been here. Oh, there we go. Whoa, where are you off to?
Yeah, he hit the wall. Yeah.
And he hit the wall hard.
That was strange. That almost looked like some kind of hardware or connection issue, because it was like he fell asleep at the wheel and drifted over there. He had no control. It just
back end slides, I think.
Oh no, he's sliding a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. He must already be losing grip. Then I mean, that's a traditional rear end's losing grip slide, and he's a pretty talented driver. But he did save it. He didn't destroy the car.
However, thumping the wall is never going to be good. I wouldn't want to be doing that either.
Well, of course, he is. What's his situation as far as points? Is he pretty much almost locked in?
He's not really in it. I don't think he's taken part in enough for Chad Bear.
Oh, okay.
As I say, it's not really Chad's kind of fight as such on that one, so I don't think he really has to worry too much there, but it is the guys that are in and around. Crutchley again got to have a good points haul over Seymour. Same with Herzog, has just had to show up, and he's above that 11 on the cut line, and at the moment it is literally all on Michael Seymour. Seymour has got to win, Jim. He's got to win, and at the moment I find that a very, very tall order.
Yeah, well, first thing he's got to do is he's got to get to the finish. So there's nothing wrong if your car's fast. Nothing wrong with staying back here and staying out of trouble. Keep that car clean, and last 15, 20 laps, you start trying to get up to the front and make a run at trying to win this thing.
No,
you push too hard. You push too hard now, though, and that would just mess him up. So we'll see. Let's see what he does.
Cameron Kane making his way through, and is now in second place ahead of Elton Wu, Ryan Hyatt, Mike Wilder, Carl Dewey there. What did just happen to Matt Perezzini? Perezzini's gone into pit lane and has come out the other side. Did he go and thump the wall as well?
Doesn't appear to be any damage on this side of the car.
Oh, well, that's not going to help. No, he just comes straight into pit lane. Not entirely sure what Matt Perezzini is doing on lap 17.
Yeah, too early for tires, because I believe they only have 3 sets of tires for this race.
Very strange for Matt Perezzini there.
That's true. And he was flying. I mean, he was absolutely flying earlier.
Yeah, well, maybe what we'll do is on the yellow flag, we'll bring him in and find out what went on here. Don't forget we will have some driver interviews as well, but at the moment Perezzini all the way down in 24th, with Herzog down in 25th, pitted on lap 15 at the same time. So Perezzini and Herzog pitting there as well. Cooper's not running, but Alex Goff is out in front. Elton Wu and Cameron Kane fighting it out here. Cameron in the Ford machine, Elton Wu in the Camry. And then in the back is Carl Gretsch, Mike Weeder, Carl Dewey, Ryan Hyatt, and Chris Walker. No real implications to talk about the championship at the moment, I think, as well. We're a little bit early in, 10 laps to go, and, you know, at the end of the 10 laps gone. Sorry, 10 laps to go until stage, but at the moment, everybody kind of seems to be where they are at this moment in time.
Yeah, they're getting a little racy up there. They almost had some contact there between the Kane and I guess that was Elton. No, Elton was in front.
Oh, Gretsch.
Gretsch, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these cars are starting to wiggle a little bit. I wonder if the tires are already going, because this place is notorious for chewing up tires.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Be interesting to see. We'll watch their speeds as they come down, going into the next turn, and see if they're running as fast as they were, because they were right at 190, 191 going into the turns. Oh yeah, they're still up there. Okay.
Yeah, and then it just drops down and down to, it was 117 now, 150, 160.
Yeah, they're having to lift more now to get to these turns.
Different tire playing a massive part already.
Yeah, I think so. But that makes for good racing too, though. That's you know, that keeps these cars sliding around, and you know, makes it exciting. It prevents that Daytona pack racing stuff, you know, because you can't race like that when the tires are, you know, when you're losing that kind of time and the speed in the corner. So, somebody's off over there on the
left-hand side.
I think he just got a little loose.
I think there may have been Alex Goff, you know, because he's going to go down pit lane as well. Tyres being chewed up, Dewey in, Harmon in, Luca in, Campbell's in. All of them coming down. Yeah. Kane, Hyatt, Woods, Walker. Are we not early?
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, if I'm right, I'm going to look, see if I can find out. But I believe that if they only get 3 sets of tires, that last stint's going to be tough, man.
Are they on what, 22, 44, 66, go to 80?
Right. So, well, we went 22 on 1, 44, 66. They're going to be, they're going to have to stretch some tires somewhere along here.
Well, we're going to see how they get on and see what they're going to do here, because I think this is going to be a very interesting strategy. Stops here, Derek Catt in there, Benson, Creedler, none of them managed to make it to stage, which I'm quite surprised about. Emmett, Crutchley, Creedler, Benson and Catt are the only ones that have not pitted at this moment in time. And we've only got 5, what do they got? That's 5, they got 7 laps to go.
Yeah, I wonder if some of that early pit strategy was maybe to try to pick up the stage win. They pit early, and then, you know, as everybody else pits, they're going to drift back up towards the front. Was that Harmon that pitted early? Yeah, he's still running in 19th, though. He's not really moving up.
I am quite surprised, though, that Benson's now in, Crutchley's now going in. So is Catt going to look up running to the end with Creedler and Emmett, or are they going to also pit? Because if they go in, that should leave Matt Perezzini, Chad Bear, Herzog all within the top 3. But it's down on what Catt's going to do here. Is he going to go in and take the stage? Is he going to go into the pits, or is he going to take stage here?
Well, let's see how far those guys are behind him. They're about 20 seconds behind him, and he needs to hold on for another 6 laps. My guess is one of those guys is going to try to stay out and make the stage break and get those points. They've got enough of a gap that they should be able to nurse it.
They're in. That's going to free Perezzini. That's going to free Perezzini now. Should take stage, I would have thought.
They're all pitting.
Yeah. None of them made stage.
I guess those tires wouldn't make it to 30 laps. That's going to be wild later in this race.
That is huge.
Yes.
15 being the first.
We have to confirm with somebody the amount of tires they have when we get this caution. Because if they only have 3 sets, this is going to get nuts.
Yeah, they do.
This race is going to be crazy because they're going to have no rubber under those cars at all.
Yeah, they do only have 3 sets of tires.
Yeah, so.
Oh,
yeah. So best case scenario, somebody's going to have to stretch them to 30 or 35 laps on that last set.
And they couldn't even go 15.
Even the guys that were back in the back taking it easy had to pit before 25 laps. So, yeah, so you can't even save tires.
I think Perezzini's going to wrap the stage up here.
Yeah.
And take that victory.
Yeah, he's got a nice lead over that. So, yeah, I think that's going to be his unless something happens for sure.
No, I'm not quite sure what can happen, though.
Well, I mean,
unless he goes and slides it and puts
wouldn't
it
take
in the
much
wall.
of a little slide, even just a good, big slide and back in, get loose on you, and they could run him down. But no, I think he's going to be okay. He's got good tires on it now. That's a nice paint job too. With his 24, you could probably tell he was probably a Jeff Gordon fan, and he's kind of running a rainbowish paint scheme like Jeff Gordon used to run. That's a pretty cool looking car, actually.
Yeah. Herzog's there, Bear's there, Dewey, Higher, all there as well. But it looks like the man himself, Mr. Matt Perezzini, on lap 28. He's got 2 laps to go till stage. And it looks like he's out in front by 9.88 seconds. And put that into context, he's on his way out of turn 2. The others are just entering 1 now. So he has got a long, long, long way out in front here.
Yeah, that pit cycle for him worked out nice.
Definitely, because I think at the moment he is going to dominate this, I think, to be honest with you.
Well, if I'm back there and I have no chance of catching him, at this point, I'm going to try to take it as easy as I can on my tires. No sense in pushing hard when you know you've got a caution coming in just a couple of laps.
Yeah, this is going to boost Herzog, though, because he's going to take another 9 points if he stays where he is with 1 lap to go.
Chad Bear looked like he was going to make a run on him there.
Herzog's going to be on +9. Perezzini will be well, he doesn't. He's already won. Everybody below that, the points matters. Dewey is going to be in there, but it's going to be Perezzini. He's going to wrap up the first stage here. And he's going to take this stage of victory for Perezzini.
So there you go. Look at Mark Herzog, though. Hung out in the back there, and then slid right up there.
Is he going to get that? Yeah, it's going to be Herzog, Hark and Bear.
So he hung out in the back, looked like his car wasn't going anywhere, and then all of a sudden, bam, he pits with Perezzini, and all of a sudden now he's in second place and got him some points, which is fantastic for him.
Especially in that fight as well.
Right, no, exactly. That's I guarantee, I bet he did start on pit road just to make sure he didn't get caught up in anything.
Well, at the moment, Herzog's going to go to +55. So currently, it does look like everybody that is above the line at the moment, Herzog, Slaughter and Crutchley, look like they are the ones to going to be taking this going through to the championship free races. Let's bring the stage winner in. Hold on, I won't talk to him just yet.
Yeah, they're all, looks like, I mean, I guess this is just for a top off for fuel. They obviously cannot be putting tires on here.
Let's wait for this 24 to stop. There you go. Let's have a chat with your stage winner, Mr. Matt Perezzini. Matt, welcome in.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, not bad, man. Stage win. Not too shabby.
Yes,
there.
sir.
Where are you standing on
There you
points,
go.
though, Matt? Because you've won three wins. So does points count for you?
Not really. I mean, we're just going for race wins at this point. I mean, we're looking for those extra 2 bonus points. Be nice to have a little bit of a cushion because I mean we do have Talladega in the playoffs, so I'm kind of looking to see if we can get the win and get that cushion.
Yeah, Dega's always going to be dramatic anyway, isn't it? Let's face it here as well. But overall, what's the tyre situation? Pit on lap 15.
Yeah, I only took 5 gallons of fuel and no tires.
Oh, okay.
So So what have you done at this? You've taken tyres, I presume, now.
Yeah, now I've got tires on. Yep.
Right. So you've all got 2 sets now, because I'm going to presume that they would all take tyres and do the same thing there as well. Well, listen, dude. Good luck. You're already in the playoffs. Let's see if you can wrap up with another 4th win. You've got to get past Carl Gretsch, who's sitting on that front row at the moment.
Yeah. Tires do matter here, so you got to conserve them a little bit. I was pretty happy with my long run pace. I think it was really, really good. So the biggest thing is just dirty air with the next gen car at this track is a real big problem. So got to try to get to the front as quick as you can.
All right, man. Well, good luck, Matt. I'll pop you back down with Ben and Ryan. And Ryan, have a good one, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So there you go. He's going for the 2 extra wins here, and that is the end of the stage break. And we're on lap 32.
So apparently tires weren't quite as big of an issue as we thought. It's hard with iRacing to tell if they're actually taking tires or not. So, but yeah, so then they should be okay if they've gotten their tires to lap 30. Then they should be fine. I don't know if all of them did, but certainly, of course, his car was obviously handling well. He was out front in clean air the whole time. It wasn't moving around on him. But that's good to know that they do have tires to get to the end, though.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Hold on. We've got to now stage 2 or straight run to the end, of course. No more yellows unless there is cautions. But let's see what goes on. The cars are going to be coming into your picture in the top right-hand corner very, very shortly. There they are. The pace car is going to do this weird left turn jink. There it goes. We're going to be into the Geico restart zone, and then we're going to be up and running. It's going to be green, green, green very, very shortly. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. It's now a straight run to the end. Green flag drops. Barney waves, and off we go. Once again here, great racing. Great start from Carl Gretsch out in front already. Settling, trying to get them 2 extra points as well. Elton Wu, Ben Harcott, Matt Perezzini, John Creedler, all in the action early on here. Jim, and Carl Gretsch out in front.
Yeah, he did stretch it out a little bit there. I'm sure they'll run him down here in just a second, but he is going to lead a couple of laps. But I guarantee you, Matt's going to be coming hard to get back up front. So yeah.
Yeah,
it's interesting they don't form lines quite as much as so the dirty air must be really bad here because they don't get in. That's why they don't really pack race because the dirty air apparently kills these cars.
Well, Matt did say that the dirty air was horrendous.
Yeah.
So I think for him, he's just going to be wanting to be nestled in and try and stay really within the guys in front. He needs to get out in front as soon as he possibly can. And he's trying to make his way through now in behind Wu. Dives up the inside of Elton Wu. Looking a lot stronger on that inside line is Perezzini. And then behind that, Ben Harcom in there as well. What's going on in the championship? Michael Seymour, you got to win, son. I don't know when you're going to go, but you got to go soon because you have got to win this race. Crutchley's in there. He's plus 25 above the drop line. Resendez and Seymour are down below that. And the only way that can happen is if Seymour does get in and does take the victory. But it's looking very, very hard. Whoa!
A big one. Oh, my goodness. Look, there are a bunch of cars involved in this one. Oh, man. 37's involved. The 3.
Oh.
The 99's in there.
There was a lot of people in that incident.
Yeah.
Let's go back and take a look. Where did it all start?
It looks like it might have started right there around Herzog. I'm not saying he's in it, but right in that area.
Yeah.
Well, we know the 99 was involved, so because we saw him spinning off in the end zone, into the infield. So
what does he do, Cameron Kane? Does he just get into the back of the 99 of Creedler, or is there going to be the slightest contact? Herzog's coming up.
Yeah.
He's pushed him all the way high.
It looked like the 37 and just got into the back of the 99 there. Man. Oh, he was 57. He was so lucky to avoid that.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody else below that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Goff trying to avoid it. Oh,
how unfortunate that was. Wow, Goff. He was
so
clear
close.
and he was clear and then got tapped on the fender.
Yeah, he did. Carl Gretsch now with Perezzini, with Wu. We got Woods in, Dewey's in, Seymour's in, Luca's in, Hyatt, Campbell, Goff, Kane, Weeder, Creedler, Benson, and Derek Catt all in pit lanes. So, yeah.
And Herzog just missed that.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He was so lucky.
So lucky. Yeah, I wonder if there was a little net code there between Herzog and the 37, the 037, because it kind of looked like, maybe they had a little net code and it sent him up the track a little bit and got into the back of the 99.
Hmm.
They definitely didn't touch, but it's almost like the cars reacted like they touched a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the it's always the way when you're in the wonderful world of the internet, isn't it, really, when you think about it? There's so much that can go wrong, there's so much that can go right, and then all of a sudden everything can just go completely Pete Tong. So,
well, was there anybody that was in hard pressed to get into the playoffs that got affected by that? I'm not familiar enough with the points guys.
No, Mark Herzog, he managed to get through. It really is, for what this is, it's all on this man.
Yes.
There's no other real major problems for anybody else. The light to Herzog.
There's nobody.
There's
nobody else that can point themselves in by gaining.
Nope.
But not. Oh, okay.
No. Right. Seymour's got to win. Crutchley's got to stay ahead and have a good points finish. Slaughter had to turn up.
And Herzog,
which he did,
right?
Yeah. And Mark Herzog, yeah. So Jeff's sitting up in 9th. Herzog's sitting there in the 57. So, yeah, at the moment, it is as it is at this moment in time.
Good. There's not a lot of guys that are going to be really protecting their spots out here. They're just out there racing. That's good. Yeah, Seymour's got to get up on the wheel soon. He's running out of laps. He hasn't really shown that he can run up front yet. It would be nice to know if he's just holding back and waiting, or if his car just doesn't have the pace.
That's the thing, isn't it? Can he run up front? Has he got the pace in that machine? And is it something that he's going to be able to get to the end of? Because obviously, I don't know, to go into this with the situation of you have to win, you need to be riding up front. And he's not doing that. That's the worry for Seymour. He's not riding that front, and I don't believe that he's going to be able to. But after the second caution, or the first forced caution, Carl Gretsch is going to get us underway once more. He's going to pick up green, way we go. And now this should be a straight fight to the end here. I think Carl Gretsch did get a flying start. Perezzini, Bear, Wu, Harcum, Herzog all got good starts as well. But again, it's going to be tough when you got the speed of Perezzini in behind you.
Yeah, well, it'd be fun to see now they're nose to tail, so to speak. So, you know, Perezzini was kind of caught back in the pack. He was in 5th or 6th place when that last green flag fell. And here comes Bear. He's been tough all night. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. He got on that low line and hooked it up right there.
Yeah.
It seems like he seems like his car's well in the track right there. He drove hard off that turn.
Yeah, Matt Perezzini.
Nice run. Yeah, nice run. Yeah, Matt's he had a nice run off that one. Let's see if he's going to take it down to the inside again. Yeah, his car really working on the bottom. It looks like he's taking it right down to the yellow line there, and just and he washed up a little bit there. You can get quite the run off turn 2 there.
Yeah, he's going to get a run going in now.
Yeah, he's driving it in deep, and he's it's hooking up on the bottom. Yeah, he's got it going now for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently his car hooks up a little better in 1 and 2 than it is in 3 and 4, but that's not uncommon. They're different shaped turns.
Yeah, I do wonder that I've not personally driven Michigan, so I can't really answer on the scale of how tough this is going to be for these guys, but it's always the way when you sit back and watch some of these that especially with the triple bypass boys, they always seem to make it look relatively easy.
They do. This is my first race working the next gen cars with them, but I've done several of the Xfinity races, and they put on a good show. They're good race car drivers. So a lot of those same guys are in this field. This car is a lot tougher than the Xfinity car to drive. I will tell you that. I haven't driven this car out in Michigan, but I have driven the Xfinity car here. These cars do move around a lot. That's why he was complaining about the dirty air. Yeah, well, that was close. He clipped the curb there. He got down where the track flattens out, which is a little trick if your car is not turning, but you got to be really careful because it can spin you out.
Yeah,
if your car's not turning well, he's running it down there. If your car's not turning well and you get right down on that yellow line, it'll help your car turn, but it can also spin you out, like he almost lost the rear end there.
That 43, 27 left on the clock. And at the moment, Perezzini's going to wrap up another 2 points to go into the playoffs with, because he is looking like he's going to take the win. Slaughter's dropped down the order a little bit. Where are you, Seymour? Still not making influxes or inroads. It's an all or nothing scenario. Rick Ellison tucked in behind Matthew Oluka at the moment. Jeff Slaughter, he is currently side by side with Will Emmett. There is Emmett. All I want for Christmas is you. Don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas is not very far away, to the point of the wife decorating the Christmas tree the other day, and it's up in my living room. So, much love.
Yeah, I got to put the tree up this week before Thanksgiving here in America. So we got to get the tree up because we're gonna have 14 over for Thanksgiving dinner. So I got some work to do this week around the house. Got some honeydews to make happen.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? A lot of people over here are like, what do you mean you've got it on there already? I'm like, hey, you want to argue with my wife, you go for it. I'm not going to bother. I'll just, babe, get in the loft to get the stuff out for Christmas. Okay, darling. Yeah,
so that's funny. That car right there, the Brahms car. So that is a famous Christmas store in the Michigan area, I believe.
You know more than me, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure. I think that it's like a really famous, like this huge, incredibly massive Christmas store. Like all they sell is Christmas year round. And I believe that place is in Michigan. My wife has talked about it, and she's ordered from there before.
Cameron Kane.
Oh, man.
How did that all play around? Again, Kane.
Yeah, I could hear in the Discord chat he apologized to Cameron. Yeah, he just... I don't know, though. That almost looked like Cameron kind of came down
across his nose, I think.
Yeah. I know the one car apologized, but because I could hear him in Discord chat, but Um, oh, I don't know. That's hard to say. They neither one of them moved much. So
Yeah, lap 45, Kane again. Yeah,
but he didn't tear the car up though, right? He didn't hit anything.
No, that's Derek Cat he's come together with. And I want to pull in. Let me check where he is first. He's still out on the racetrack. Mr. John Crutchley, the Nodge himself. John, welcome in.
Oh my gosh, how you doing, Mr. James?
I'm doing very well, John. How are you doing?
I am doing excellent. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a great position right now.
Nice points on the board going forward. Keeps you, cements you in that place.
Yes, 10th place. Well, actually, I'm taking a chance, staying out, and see what happens.
You reckon there's going to be another caution then?
When did you?
Yes. There's a lot of drivers here that are driving a little extra hard, and their back ends are sliding. Just rear is almost hitting the wall. I'm feeling a little positive tonight.
So, John, this is Jim Cunningham.
Hey,
hey, how you doing, man?
All right.
So, how are your tires feeling tonight? And when did you put tires on? Did you put tires on the first stop, or did you wait till the break?
I put them on at the stage, so I have 2 sets still in the pits.
Yeah, no, you're looking good then.
Yeah, I'm easing the gas in the corners. And like I was telling James, I see a little. Hey Ryan, sorry, somebody came in. I just see a lot of people trying a little aggressive right now, and the back ends are sliding. I'm just playing it easy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's a good plan, and you got to be there at the end you got to finish this thing first. So
Yes, sir.
I think there's several guys that are doing that. That seems like a good strategy. So how much is the car moving around as those tires get old? Is it pretty bad?
Yeah. When I got to the stage, my tires were 69, 75, something like that.
Yeah.
So later on, the back end will slide. You really got to take it easy going into the turns. When you have new tires, you can stay against the wall, but as for me, I have to get down closer away from that wall because the back end will slide.
Yeah, and this old track's so slick anyway. It chews up tires, but it's so hard to keep it in the throttle here as the sessions go on. So yeah, you're having a nice run, man. Good to see you up there.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You guys are doing an awesome job.
John, you take care, buddy. We look forward to seeing where you finish at the end.
All right, Mr. James. Always a pleasure. Take care.
Always, man. Bye. That was John Crutchley. We're going to get this back up and running. They're filing out back into 2B2. Of course, getting ready to go for the last 22... Am I doing maths here? No, I'm not. 42 laps. What have I got here? 50, 80, 32 laps.
You got 32.
Yeah, gee whiz. It's late, everybody. Right. It's late if you're off.
I'm still learning this timing chart here. So how many guys do we have out that didn't just pit right now?
Okay, so the people that have pitted, let me show you on this one, will be able to help. You can see at this moment in time, that's Perezzini, Bear, all pitted, Wu, Herzog all pitted, Dewey's pitted, Crutchley is not, as we know, is not pitted on that one. So at the moment, these guys are on, when did he last pit? Lap 30. So we've got the top six. Yeah, that have not pitted at the moment. Hyatt pitted on lap 37, so he's a little bit out of sorts as well. So yeah.
Okay.
But we're back up and running now as well. Once more, it's now green again. Perezzini got the jump. Bear in there, Wu in there, Herzog in there, Dewey's in there, Crutchley, Mavioluca, Ryan Hyatt, Creedler, Ellison, all on there as well, doing great jobs currently. It's managing to survive for the last 30 here. Are we going to get this caution that Crutchley needs?
Well, if they keep doing that right there, we're going to see one for sure. Herzog got right into the back of Dewey there, gave him a little bump. It won't take much when these back ends are moving around. You do that, and we're certainly going to see another caution. I think we're probably good for at least one more caution, just the nature of these cars and the way they handle this track, I think we're probably due to see another caution.
Yeah, well, we've only had 2 forced cautions, of course. The stage 1, we won't really count, but Herzog getting very, very close to Dalton Wu. So Erich, you're still pretty good on your guess when you said 2 here. We've got 30 laps on the clock. On board with Mark Herzog at this moment in time. He's got Dalton Wu in front, being pulled in here. Great job from all of these guys. A very, very, very interesting situation. We know why Perezzini's racing where he is. We know where Carl Gretsch needs to be to get his 2 extra points going into the playoffs. And we also know what Michael Seymour needs to do. But it's got a big, big tall order with 29 to go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see something out of that car that tells me that he's capable of running up front. I have not yet see it. He may just be laying back again, waiting, he may be trying to pull some pit strategy late in the race or something to get himself up front and make a run at it. I don't know, but I tell you, as I am figuring this out, Gretsch and Harmon both pitted there, and they are moving their way up through the field pretty good. So those tires are working for those guys.
Carl Gretsch pitted on 46.
Yes, as did Harmon. That was that's the 2 highest guys that pitted on that stop. So we'll see. They should run down and pass a lot of these guys that didn't stop there. If tires make as much of a difference as we were told they do. So as you can see, he's been fast all night, but he's definitely up on the wheel right now coming forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think
he's gained a lot of spots since that pit stop. He's probably 10 or more at least.
Yep.
And he is right there. Yeah, he's coming on up.
Yeah, Carl Gretsch making his way through the order, splicing his way forward, of course, pitted on that 46.
Our race sponsor, Matt Harmon, he was right there behind him for a while. He's slowed up a little bit coming up through the field, but he was working his way back up through it as well.
Yeah, the 28 machine.
For sponsoring the race tonight. Give him a little shout out for that.
Yeah, there he is. Of course, Matt making his way through. Got Creedler, Hyatt, Crutchley, Dewey all in front. He needs to get up to the blue, where the blue car is. Being a little bit more cautious.
Did you see those 2 cars? I can't tell who that is up there. It's probably was
John Creedler and Ben Harcum in front.
Dewey or it was Dewey or somebody went down towards the infield, like they almost got together or they bumped a little bit because he kind of shot down and crossed the line there down towards the infield a little bit, but he saved it. Wasn't sure if it was, it didn't look too major, but either they got together or got close and he jerked the car to keep them from getting together.
Yeah. Still on board with Harmon, tucked in behind Hyatt, tucked in with Creedler. He's going to clear one. He's clearing Hyatt.
It's interesting. He's got tires on and he's running on the higher side. Typically we've seen these guys when they had fresh tires, they take it down to the bottom like he's doing now because they'll hold down there and make some spots up because these guys are not running that bottom line once these tires fall off a little bit.
Yeah, Matt Harmon I think he's trying to make his way through, isn't he? Pitted on 46, but he has done 3 stops already. So he topped up with fuel on the first one. Then went and did pits, then tires on the next ones.
Yeah, I think that...
Perezzini's in the wall. Perezzini just literally buried the wall.
Oh, man.
This is where I got a funny feeling Perezzini just went and clipped the wall. And then you go back. Where is the first Chad Bear pass? Watch back.
He got loose on him and it snapped loose right there. Yeah, you can see it, man. The back end just kicked out and he fought to save it and it slid up into the wall.
Yeah,
wow.
Matt Harmon, John Creedler, John Crutchley, Dewey, with Perezzini in that 24 Apex machine. He's now got Herzog tucked in behind and Dewey in behind that as well.
Yeah, he'll probably take it a little bit easier till he gets the next set of tires on, since he's, he pitted on lap, I think it was like lap 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah. So he's deep into this tire run, and what that's also going to mean is he's going to have, a pretty fresh set going forward from here.
Yeah, he's not got long left.
In fact, he's going to have 2 sets.
Yeah, he hasn't got long left to go. To be fair, they've only got 23 laps. So for him,
I'll tell you what, if the cautions fall right, you're going to see somebody with 2 sets of tires that's going to come in late with 8 or 10 laps if we get a caution around there, and put on fresh tires, and they're going to be a bullet out there where everybody else, a lot of the other guys' tires are going to be worn. That's going to be, there he's coming in now.
Yeah, Perezzini's in, Bear's in, Hyatt's in, Harkham's in. Seymour moves himself up to 13th now, pitted on lap 46, probably running the same strategy and cycle as Carl Gretsch, but can Seymour get up the front to Gretsch?
Well, I tell you, again, I have yet to see anything that tells me that car can run up front tonight. I want to see it for him, but I have not yet seen it. I will tell you this, though. Those guys pitting that stayed out, those 7 or 8 guys that stayed out on that last caution, that could be backfiring on them right now, because they are pitting under green flag. And if we get a caution, before this race is over, they could get hung out a lap down.
Yep.
They need this thing to go green to the end for that strategy to work out for them.
Yeah.
So that was a big gamble.
Seymour's going to dive through the middle.
He's coming on up there. There he goes.
Putting him in at 8th.
Yeah, look at him.
I'm kind of excited. He's going to have enough. Yeah, I think it's great that he's making moves there, but is he going to have enough to go with it?
Golly, he almost slid right up in front of who was that? Is that
Alex Goff in the Alex Goff.
Oh, Goff. Yeah, Goff. Yeah, he almost slid right up in front of Goff. Goff had to lift to stay off of him. Yeah, man, he's flying right now. Look at him.
Yeah, but it's whether or not he's going to be able to hold that. And at the moment, you can see laps down: Harcum, Perezzini, Herzog, Crutchley, Cat, Hyatt, Dewey, Wu. As we said, unless there's going to be a caution very, very shortly, these guys in the front part of this are going to have to green flag stop. I think some of them are probably wishing there's a yellow about now.
Yes, well, they definitely are, because that's going to put guys like Perezzini and Herzog and, Wu and those guys that are a lap down, that's going to pin them a lap down. Yeah, that's that was a big gamble, man. When that caution flew and those guys didn't pit, I didn't really put it together till after they were all back on the track. But yeah, that was a huge gamble there, because if this thing goes green, those guys are done.
Yeah, it depends whether or not the guys who are pitted in and around them are going to be able to hold tyres, though. That's going to be the question. Seymour's up into 7th, being pushed along at the moment by Goff. Still there.
Yeah,
Benson's in there. Goff's in there as well. 3 wide.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, if a caution flies, those guys are done. That's what I meant to say. I apologize. Yeah, they. He's solidly running up there now in the top 10, but he's not exactly pulling away from anybody right now. But he's up there in striking distance anyway.
But that's the thing, isn't it? He can't. It doesn't matter that he's got within striking distance. He's got to be, preferably not done.
Golly, man, he ran Golf all the way down on the shoulder. Man.
Yeah, Seymour's trying 7th. Can he keep it going? That's going to be the question for Michael Seymour. Riedler's dived in. I think some people could do with another caution. Perezzini is Just
if Seymour's going to have any chance, he has got to get a caution before he has to pit.
Yeah, the problem is
stay out there, and he needs a caution.
The problem is Perezzini's now relapped the leader.
Oh.
So has Ben Harcombe. They're both back on the lead lap. Dewey's on the lead lap. Crutchley's now got back through. Crutch is on the lead lap. He's overtaken Mike Weeder. So it's only literally Derek Catt, I believe, who is still the first of the lapped cars.
Well, it stayed green long enough for those guys to unlap themselves. So, because obviously fresh tires make a huge difference. So, yeah, that's good. They're back in the cycle. So, at this point, we know these guys that haven't pitted yet are bound to be coming in the next 4 or 5 laps. I don't think they can go to the end. I mean, I can't see how they possibly could, considering they pitted on lap 46. That's a big run.
Yeah,
that's 34 laps. I mean, they could stretch it to 34 laps. Some of those guys ran 30 laps on those tires. But the question is, will the fuel make it?
I don't think they would have the tires to get there.
Yeah, I think the guys that put tires on will eventually catch them in that situation.
Yeah, I think they need to go in anyway. I don't think they're going to be able to get to the end on what they've got at the moment.
They're going to obviously hang out here as long as they can, hoping for a caution, because then they can keep their track position. Because at this point, even the guys who pitted 10 laps ago are going to probably come back in and get their last set of tires. So at this point, those guys are just praying for a caution right now.
Yeah, at the moment, Matt Perezzini has fought his way back up into 7th after everybody has pitted.
And Chad Baer's up there in 6th as well.
Yeah, Seymour now is, where are you? Sitting 4th. Coming in, so that's going to go down. Yeah, that's going to go down as well. So Seymour's not going to stay where he is. There's going to be a good few that are going to be out of sync at the moment. 13 to go here. Still waiting for some to go into the pits. At the moment, though, Will Emmett out in front with Jason Benson in the 42. JC in behind him.
Yeah, here's old JC. So he pitted on 46. I wonder if he's going to try to make it.
13 to go. It's going to be a push, especially with Perezzini coming.
He's probably just holding out as long as he can, hoping for a caution.
I think that's the thing, isn't it, with some of these guys, because
you got to try. If you're running back in the 20s, you got to try something. You got to, if you do what everybody else is doing, you're going to end up right where you were. They got to roll the dice a little bit here, take a little gamble. If they catch the right caution, catch a break, gives them a shot to get up there in the front.
Yeah, that's what Emmett, Benton and Campbell are doing. You can see they've all pitted on lap 46. We've got 12 to go at the moment. Emmett's now in. Yeah, Benson's in.
Benson.
So it's just
John Campbell going to stay out there and leave a lap?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's gonna matter. I think he's got to come in. Otherwise, he's just going to end up getting caught. I think Perezzini's only 20 seconds back. Baer's only 18. And at the moment, the on-track leader should be Chad Baer.
It will be as soon as Campbell pits.
You can see the pit strategies down on the right-hand side there. JC pitted on lap 46. He's got 11 to go.
Here he comes.
Yeah, he's got to go in. Oh, get it stopped. Yeah. So that should free up Chad Baer now. He's been leading the way. Once they get through, 17 seconds over Campbell's not going to take very long. I don't think JC's even stopped yet. Nope. And here they go. Chad Baer, Matt Perezzini, Carl Gretsch. You're 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, cycled back around. Worked out for everybody that was up there and pitted. Stayed out. Well, now it's just be interesting to see 10 to go. Some of these guys are going to be on, tires that are, getting up in age a little bit and moving around. And if they start driving a little harder, we've got, is that right? Gretsch pitted on lap 64.
Yeah.
So he's got the freshest tires up front. Him and, I guess,
Matt Harmon.
Matt Harmon, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what they're able to do, to be fair, whether or not they can. Creedler's on 63. And Gretsch at the moment, 39.08. Creedler's in there, Dewey's in there, Crutchley's in this one. All in the same mix.
I think at this point, the tires have leveled off enough that there's probably not a huge difference, the 6 laps difference in the tires.
No, I don't think Gretsch is making massive inroads, is he?
No, but Gretsch was up front all night. He's fast, That 27 car is fast, and with his tribute to Michael Waltrip paint job on there.
Simo's now down in 19th. After his later pit stop on 67, he's going to have to go some, but I don't think he's got to have enough to be able to go that far.
No, I think he was looking for a caution. That was the only chance he was going to have to make any damage in this race. So I think he's at this point, he's 20th at this point. I can't see him finding a way back to the front with these guys so fast.
Yeah, no, I don't even think with fresh tyres, I don't think Seymour's going to be able to get through. I think on lap 67, he's got to go with Goff. Goff's got to pull him along. If they're really going to have any hope, they're not there. Will Emmett currently over Matthew Oluka on a 77711 machine. And they're tucked in right behind each other as well. Carl Dewey again, still sitting in now at this moment in time. Trying to do a number currently at the moment on the left-hand side. He is going to get it done. Through he goes on Ryan Hyatt. Now looks to making his way forward. Crutchley. Now it's got Hyatt there. But it's Carl Gretsch has made his way past Perezzini. So Gretsch, Chad Bear to go. 2.2 seconds up the road. 6 to run.
Well, I guess those 6-lap fresher tires did mean a little bit. Because Perezzini's been the fastest car all night, and but nothing you can't. He's been up there all night too, so you can't say nothing about that. It's not like this is surprising. He's been fast, and Chad Bear is fast all night as well, and he's out there now. He's got almost a 2-second lead.
Yeah, 1.6 now. Gretsch is closing. He wants them 2 points. Matt Harmon in there. Mark Herzog had to show up, did show up, got in the race, should put him into now the final. The same with Jeff Slaughter into the playoffs, and John Crutchley really. All 3 of them were just on that edge, and now all 3 should be locked in, ready to go for next week at Dega.
So who was the guy that would have been the guy bumped out if Seymour would have won? Do you know that?
It would have been John Crutchley.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because he would have had a win. Crutchley would have gone down a position.
Yeah, Crutchley is he's holding his own up there.
Yeah, he is. But Bear is out in front. Gretsch is closing in 1.27. I don't know if there's going to be enough time for him before to go. No, I don't think so.
Down to a second now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough time though. I think he might.
It's surprising that Perezzini fell off, because he's fallen back a little bit now. He's I guess about 3 seconds back, 2.5.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's going to be able to have enough here, or if Chad Bear's going to wrap this one up. 0.9, 3 to go.
He's coming.
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like I might have just shot myself in the foot there, because Gretsch is on his way. He's on his way quick.
Yeah. He's made up a quarter of a second and a half a lap. So he's got time to get there if he maintains this pace. He's coming, man.
Yeah,
He's got a bullseye on Chad Bear's car, and he is coming for him.
Yeah, he's good at looking for them 2 extra points. He wants them 2 extra points. Every win after qualifying gives you 2 extra points for the playoff.
But look at Chad Bear.
He's trying to
cut down on the apron, trying to hold him off.
He's trying to break anything and everything here for Chad Bear.
Yeah.
Oh,
now this would be interesting.
look at the difference.
We'll see what Chad Bear did right there as he slid down in front of him to throw dirty air on his hood, on the nose of that car. So, you know, when you're at Daytona, they try to get behind each other. Right now, Gretsch doesn't want to be behind him because that air is going to kill him. And if Bear's smart, he's going to slide up in front of him again and throw that dirty air on that car where it doesn't get through the corners good.
Got 2 to go. We're only going to have the final flag. White
This
flag.
is going to be exciting. I'm telling you, he's going to make a run of this. I'll take it down.
Got to go in.
He was waiting. He was waiting for Chad to come down, and I think he was going to go high right there. Yep, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh,
he hit the wall.
They both hit the
so
wall.
did Bear. Oh, my goodness.
They both went and punched the wall.
Both of them got into the wall. What a great battle.
Bear hit the wall. They're coming out of 3. Final one now. Who's going to take it? I think it is going to be Carl Gretsch. Gretsch is going to come over the line. Wraps up the win. Chad Bear in second. Matt Perezzini in third. But Carl Gretsch does come through. You can see Crutchley in there as well. He's trying to dive on the inside of Hyatt. Not making it through this time. Everybody else is going to come over the line as well. Jeff Slaughter's in there alongside Matthew Oluco. Slaughter's just going to miss out. Campbell over Benson. And Seymour and Goff all finishing off. Last one to finish will be Ward Fisher in that 21 machine. In that 84, sorry, in the red. But great battle there with Carl Gretsch. Just grabs it at the end.
Wasn't that exciting, man? Yeah, I mean, you know, he was holding out, trying to make that move, and he bumped the wall. And I guess Chad was trying to react to him coming up high, I think. And Chad, his tires slid, and he slid up into the wall, too. That was so exciting.
Here are the results, guys, as well on your screen. And you can see there it is Carl Gretsch out in front, takes the win by 0.3 over Chad Bear with Matt Perezzini, Matt Harmon, John Creeler and Mark Herzog. Carl Dewey, Ryan Hyatt, Crutchley gets into the finals, Herzog gets into the finals, Weeder rounding out the top 10, Will Emmett, Colin Woods, Elton Wu, Matthew Oloka, Jeff Slaughter also gets into the finals with JC John Campbell with 16th, Jason Benson 17th and Michael Seymour down in 18th place. And you got Alex Goff, Rick Ellison, Ward Fisher, Ben Harkham, Derek Catt, and then out is Cameron Kane, Chris Walker, and Coop down there as well. But let's have a chat with Mr. Matt Perezzini when I find him, the man that finished in third place in the end there as well. Matt, not quite the win, but still third, right?
Yeah, I'm going to remember Kyle's move come playoff time. He wants to race me like that. Game on.
Ooh.
I must have missed that.
What was that move that we didn't see?
Oh, he shoved me into the corner, and then it shoved me way too fast, and it burned my right, and I totally burned the rear tires off it, and then I was just loose the rest of the race.
Let's have a look.
So I'm going to make sure I put that in the memory bank.
It had already happened there. It got to go back just a little before that to see him bump him. But yeah, no, it's obvious. Yeah, now you say that, he definitely shoved you up the track, and that, of course, just tore your right rear right off of it. I'm sure burned it up.
Oh yeah, it was gone. It was toast after that.
Oh, that was. If there was a touch, it was the very slightest touch, though, Matt.
Yeah, can you rewind? I think that might have been a net code. Maybe there he hit him.
There. It's
that's
touch,
close,
Matt.
though.
I gotta be honest.
That's all it takes, though, and it's okay. I put it in the memory bank. I'll remember that.
Oh, Matt, you're not one to hold grudges.
Look,
you've known me long enough there, James. You know that's not the case.
Look, that's NASCAR racing. Look, I mean, payback always comes. It's just a matter of when it happens.
I mean, I just don't appreciate the move because at the end of the day, he had 6 laps fresher tires. He was going to get me regardless. I saw how fast he was coming down the back straightaway. It was like, you know what? I knew I was going to have to let him go in the front straightaway. There was no way I was going to be able to hold him up, but he decided that he needed to just drive through me. So that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's racing. Good for him on the win, and
that's true.
Good luck to him in the playoffs.
That's sure going to make the playoffs exciting.
Yeah,
it's going to make it interesting.
It definitely will.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
Is there anyone you want to shout out, Matt, before we let you go, bud?
Yeah, I mean, thanks to the Tennessee Storm Chasers, Ryan Hyatt, for the sponsorship this year. Jeff Slaughter from Slaughter Racing Designs, he painted this car up for me, and pretty happy that I put it in victory lane 3 times in the regular season, and now it's just a matter, we got 3 races left, and we got to get the job done.
All right, man. Well, good luck, bud, and look forward to seeing you next week.
You bet. Thanks, guys, for broadcasting.
Bye. Now, next up on the list is the man that finished in 2nd place. So desperate to hold on to it. He put it in the wall on the final lap. Chad, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, that was maximum effort. I just didn't have the talent to hold it right there. It was close, though.
Oh, dude, you gave it everything you had. You saw him come in. We had a Formula One weave going across the racetrack. We had you running high in front of him, low in front of him. You might as well just chuck the missus in the car and get her to throw the kitchen sink at him on the way through.
Yeah, I was doing everything I could. I didn't think he would ever get there as far back as he was after that pit stop, but I mean, he just done it like he pitted exactly perfect to catch me. Like that was just right. That was the perfect strategy.
Yeah,
well, you had a great strategy there. I was, you clearly were trying to cut down and stay in front of him to keep dirty air on his nose going through those corners, and it looked like that's what got you on that last turn. He started to move low, and you drifted down, and then he tried to high side you there, and as you came up, looks like you lost your rear end a little bit and slid up into the wall.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like on that last lap, early in the race, I was really driving wrong because I was running too low, and I really got myself in trouble a couple of times. So that last run, I was running a little higher, and I really, as far as the lap times and the tires, I done a lot better on that last run. But when he caught me, you're exactly right. I tried to get down there and block him off, block his air off, and I just got just a little too low, and it just come out from under me. But man, that's just hard racing, man. That was fun. Very, very cool.
That was, you did exactly, what you should have done there. That was the perfect strategy. And like you said, you just, you didn't run out of talent. You ran out of rubber on them rear tires, especially that right rear. But that was a nice run you had there, and you were fast. And clearly seeing you run that middle line later in the race, man, you were moving for sure.
Yeah, that was a major improvement over the beginning. I just haven't drove these cars all that much. Every time I get in them, it's kind of a science experiment, just to figure out how hard I'm supposed to drive it, where to be at on the track. And I just completely screwed up the start of the race, even halfway through it. But after that last pit stop, I had it figured out, but I was just on the losing strategy was the only problem.
Yeah, but you look, you finished in 2nd place. Are we going to see you next week at Dega?
Man, I hope so. It just depends on my crazy work schedule. But I hope to be there. It should be, these cars are actually pretty fun at Talladega, Daytona.
Yes,
so
sir.
I hope to make it. We'll see.
All right, Chad. Well, good luck there, bud. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Shout out to Harmon, Mr. Matt Harmon, for sponsoring the race. So you all could show me toss it away there on the last lap to our millions of viewers on YouTube. Just thanks to everybody in the league, man. This is a good group of guys. Appreciate you all. Everything you all do, you do great. Thanks.
Take care there, Chad, and look forward to seeing you hopefully next week at Dega.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good
one. And next up, we'll have a chat with your winner, number 27, Sexy Wall Track Machine, pitted on lap 64. He had enough tyres to get to the end. maybe with a little bit of controversy, but we'll let them ones discuss it out. Let's bring him into the booth, Mr. Carl Gretsch. Carl, welcome in.
How's it going?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Having a fun night of racing, and yeah, just I don't know. I got my butt chewed out for a slight little bit of contact. I'm not happy about it. I don't even know what lap it's on. I'm trying to find it.
It was on lap 70, I think. Lap's actually 74, sorry. It was, I did say to Matt it was slight, but he felt it was unjust. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not going to say anything about it. It's not the place to say stuff.
Okay. Going forward, championship kicks off next week. Playoffs kick off next week. Starting off at Dega, not the most easiest track at all to be running a playoffs in. How do you think you're going to get on in the playoffs?
We're going to race every race, and we're going to just see how points come out.
Okay, bud. Well, listen, I'll let you go. I won't push the situation. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for covering the Jimmy Broadbent's 24 Hours is Older. That was pretty cool. I did not know that you guys were covering that.
Yeah, we did, man. It was a last-minute thing there as well. Jumped in probably about 4 days before, I think 4 or 5 days before the event. And it was fun, to be fair. It raised nearly £100,000 or 100,000. Yeah, 100,000.
Fun,
yeah, not often do you get to see old Max Verstappen running in one of your races.
Well, yeah, there was a little bit of a conspiracy theory because we hadn't got him in for a chat in the booth. We didn't actually know if it was him or not. So, you know.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I mean, you know, but hey, look, going forward, it was great fun. It's been good. So there we go. Listen, dude, I'll let you go. Have a good one.
Peace.
Okay, man. All right, I just want to grab this last gentleman here as well who's been sat waiting patiently, the man who has sponsored today's event as well, Mr. Matt Harmon. Matt, welcome in.
How's it going, guys?
I'm all right, mate. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good?
Yeah, wasn't expecting to get pulled in.
Well, why not? You're today's sponsor. We normally have a chat with a sponsor. Why not? Why not?
I didn't finish in the top 3.
I don't care. Matt, I don't care. You're sponsoring today's race. You had a good run. You're finishing 4th. You're up 13. You're in the playoffs. Why wouldn't I want to have a chat with such a wonderful man as yourself?
And plus, you're running the Davey Allison throwback paint scheme.
Yeah, man, that's it's my favorite driver from back in the day. And then I'm running a kind of a mix there for Tex Nichols, our sponsor on our Thursday night league. So
yeah, no, I've covered several of the Thursday races with Tex. Yeah, I love the old Davey Allison. I was a big Davey Allison fan too. That's great. Yeah, you had a good run tonight, man. You nothing to hold your head down about for sure. You you made a good pit stop there, and you were coming up through the field. We had the cameras on you and Kyle when y'all were working your way up through the field, and y'all were picking them up and putting them down through there, man.
yeah, I wasn't sure how exactly that was going to work out. I was afraid we are going to maybe run out of laps there, but Kyle, he was able to get around, and I never had the speed that Kyle and them did. I got lucky a little bit.
No, you definitely did, but little dude likes a big part of racing, and you did a great job. So well done to you. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
You guys for always putting on a good broadcast. Matt and the rest of the admin on this Sunday night league, so that we can do something a little different from the rest of the leagues we run here at TBP with a points playoff stage break. It's been refreshing. So
yeah, well done, mate. Have a good one, bud, and we'll catch up with you soon.
All right, thank you, guys.
So there you go. That was Matt Harmon. That was the winners. And today's sponsor, Mr. Matt Harmon, there as well. Jim, interesting race. Good race. And now we go to Dega. Fun stops.
Yeah, man.
Serious racing kicks off.
We had a great finish. And unfortunately, Kyle was a little bummed out by as he said, getting his butt chewed out. But you know, that was an incredible finish, and I hate that he wasn't more excited about that, because you know, that's something that should have been pumping your fist about. You know, I mean, that was exciting, and I hate that for him, that got taken away from him, whether, you know, it was deserved or not. But great race, and I tell you what, it's going to make the playoffs interesting, because clearly, you know, Matt's got a grudge there. So we'll see what happens in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. Right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for joining us. I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.